Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of Post-Match Pint, the only West Ham United post-match football show on the internet. We're coming off the back of the Man City away game. It was West Ham, and I'm going to say in chronological order, Man City 1, West Ham 2. Another famous away win. We'll be going through some other stuff at the end of the show as well, if we can think of anything. I can't really think of anything more important than that, to be honest. But boys, what the fuck is going on this season? How can you go to the 3 of the top 5 clubs and beat them away?
It's unreal, isn't it? I don't know what putting in the water down at the training ground.
Team spirit,
Yeah.
togetherness,
Work rate.
village,
Yeah.
better players.
All right, we'll leave it there.
No, it is. There seems like there's more of a togetherness with the squad. There's not like last couple of seasons. You felt like they had individuals. They all seemed together this season, didn't they?
Well, they were on Sky after the game. They were saying about Henry picked out Sacco, and for a centre forward, they've got Sacco working. You know, you see a bit when he brings Jelovic on, moves Sacco to the right. You know, Sacco's watching. He slowed it down and showed it. You see him and see Kolarov, and he's watching. And then when he sees Kolarov make that run, he makes a defensive run.
Yeah.
And that's something last season we didn't have. You know, it's just the players are more aware to me.
Do you think this seems to be the club in general seems to be a better atmosphere around the club?
Yeah, because there was a lot of negativity with the Sam Allardyce.
I thought
Kevin Nolan.
I thought the Nolan thing might have a negative impact when he left. But it seems to have brought everyone further together. Maybe someone else has stepped up. Obviously, Nobes has been named the captain. Maybe someone else has stood up, and and you've got to give sort of because we haven't had that sort of leadership and sort of camaraderie in the. It was there last season. Let's not dismiss it. It was there, but I think as the season progresses, it gets more and more. The same players are staying together. I think that's important because the same players, no one's leaving.
And also, I think Bilic is a type of manager that puts his arm around players and tells them they've done good things.
Yeah,
you know. And I'm not saying Allardyce didn't do it, but we didn't really see it. But with Bilic, you see when subs come off, he's got his arm around them.
Yeah.
And the thing is with Bilic as well, he's non-stop on that touchline. He doesn't sit down.
The thing for him as well is that he's honest as well in his post-match interviews. He's honest. You know, he don't try and beat around the bush, try and make excuses when we've been beaten or winning. You know, if someone's like you said, if someone does something right, he tells him they've done something right. Someone does something wrong, he tells him they've done something wrong.
And that gives players confidence when they hear their manager.
Of course he does.
Well, listen, look at the Arsenal game. Even after that, great win, and he come on. He said, "I weren't happy with the first half performance."
Yeah.
You know, so he's not going to go.
Right, let's go through the City game. We'll talk about a little bit more about this at the end. We started another great start.
Yeah.
I mean,
a lot of early goals, haven't we?
Yeah, a lot of early goals. I mean, we got the goal.
Excellent.
What was it? 7 minutes?
6 minutes. I mean, where we were sitting. I mean, because we was right low, you couldn't really
see
work
nothing.
it out. But watching the goal back last night, that was a brilliant goal. I think there was like 13, 14 passes with between about 8 different players before that went in.
Another assist.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Payet assist and most great finish. We couldn't have got it any more in that corner. Joe Hart is not
literally the only place.
He's not an easy keeper to beat. He's a tall keeper and he got it right.
Yeah. And he ain't slow at getting down.
Nah, he played really well, Moses, yesterday.
Head and shoulders prick. That's what I was calling him. He's only England's number one because he don't have any shots to save normally. That's I can't stand it.
He's a good goalkeeper, Joe.
He's alright.
He's good. He's good.
He's the best we got from an England point of view.
Forster?
No, he's better than Forster.
What about Forster?
No, you've also got Jack Butland that's going to push him.
Yeah.
But Joe Hart is number one.
Yeah.
But
all right. Anyway, I don't agree with him.
It's usually that.
Yeah. Early goal. I think Aguero wasn't on the ball.
No, he does look a bit off the ball, but
yeah, but
I think we defended
injury.
Yeah.
But the chances he did have, we nullified it.
Yeah.
Company was a big miss for them, but I don't really think he would have made that much difference yesterday.
Oh, do you know what? I think Company, he's a good defender, but I think he's overrated. I think once you turn him, I think you've done him.
He does make a lot of last ditch tackles, doesn't he? You know, like
sort of seems to get caught out of position, but he wasn't playing, so I'm not talking about him.
The biggest bonus for our point of view yesterday was him being out and then Silva getting injured in the warm up.
Yeah,
you know, so I think Silva plays in that game. We defended brilliantly, but Silva's got that, a bit like Payet. They've got that ability to pick that little pass.
Yeah,
Man City didn't have that yesterday, you know. But as I said from the outset, I think it was surprised Lanzini started. I think he only started because Kyoto.
I thought he had a brilliant game,
and I thought he was superb.
That's like, I mean, when you're there and you're not watching on telly, it's different. I mean, I haven't had a chance to look back on the highlights of the game properly yet, so apologies if I do. But I thought Payet had not an average game yesterday. From what I see, he played well.
Second half he was average. First half.
I mean, I'm probably wrong, but from what I see, he was a bit quiet.
Yeah, from what I see, because as you say,
but still effective.
Yeah, you know, you watch it from afar. It was just a bit. I mean, but you can excuse him for that, and that's the difference this season, because you can excuse him because you're playing, you know, more or less somebody that might be the champions of England at the end of the year. You know what I mean? That have been, you know, in the past 2 seasons, the champions of England, who go out and spend money that we probably haven't spent in 10 years on, you know, on free players. It's disgusting, you know what I mean? Like,
they started on, it cost about 300 million yesterday.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, you know what I mean? And you look at the players that are out as well. You look at the players like Company. I know Company didn't cost a lot to them because he come just before the money coming, but he would be worth a lot now.
Yeah, they're players that were missing yesterday would walk in any team in the world.
Yeah, and Silva and Silva again. You know, a lot of money sitting on the bench.
Side out, though.
Oh yeah,
Man City. They still have
the side they had out. Any of them players would walk into any other team in the Championship. You know?
But anyway, yeah. So we controlled the first half very well. A bit of a lucky second goal. Am I right to say that it was a bit bouncing, ping-ponging around in the second in the area?
Reedy done well to get up with the header.
Yeah.
Obiang kept the ball alive, and Sacco got in there and three. They were screaming.
It looked like it was pinging about from where I was sitting.
Reedy's
I haven't seen the highlights. So.
Reedy's run the header. Did Art save it?
No,
it went over the
back post, didn't it?
Yeah, it went over off of Obiang. Obiang's kept it alive, and then Sacco's whacked it in.
Yeah. So
Wacko
Sacco.
It was never, Obiang wasn't offside.
No hint of offside at all.
Weren't there? I see something on Twitter. It shouldn't have been a corner in the first place.
Yeah, it was a bit debatable.
It's debatable.
So where we sitting, you can't see it from down there, and they don't show it on the screens.
Us last season wouldn't have got that corner with the luck we had last season, things like that. But you got to make your own luck.
Anyway,
definitely.
2-0 up.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, it's happening again. Yeah. It's happening again. I can't believe this is happening again.
The thing is, you wouldn't have seen it from your thing. Jenkinson bombed down the right, put a cross in, and I think it was Kolarov. No, who's their new defender they've just signed? Whoever Man City, I can't remember his name, but he just cut it out. If he don't cut that out, that's dropping to Sacco and Mark 6 yards out of the box, 3-0 or 2-0 at the time, whatever it was.
Anyway, game looked sort of like, they started to press us, but we was controlling the play well. All of a sudden, just before half time, De Bruyne picks up the ball, £60 million man, smashes it bottom corner, and I'm looking at Ryan, I'm thinking, oh my God, here we go, because we was in good voice before then. And I thought, here we go. And it was the weirdest 45 minutes after, because it was just dead silence. We was winning until about the 80th minute, because everyone was just thinking it's going to. And to be fair, they bombarded us second half. But we threw everything in the way.
The thing is, the City fans and other fans use the term "we parked the bus." We didn't park the bus. We defended well. Yeah. There's a difference. You know what I mean? We did defend well.
We parked the bus.
Gents, Reed, Creswell, Tompkins, Adrian, they were all solid.
Part of the bus is just, it's become that sort of like
Mourinho term.
It's not a Mourinho term. It's become that sort of fashionable term that people like to say when their poxy team can't fucking score against a littler team.
Stand to them to break the stand.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You're 2-1 up. The onus ain't on you to go and attack them. You know what I mean. You ain't got to sort of like, oh, don't defend, boys, because let's make a game of it. You know what I mean. They'll be telling us we're parking the bus. Fuck Man City. Fuck all their fans. Fuck the ones that were saying we was parking the bus, we didn't deserve to win. We scored 2 goals, you scored 1 goal.
That's all you got to say.
That's all I've got to say about that.
But, that's
part of
now,
the bus, yeah.
That's now how we play. We play away from home. We're playing on the counter attack. To counter attack, you put bodies behind the ball, and then you.
Yeah,
break.
but like Bilic says, yes, we park the bus, but we don't leave the handbrake on. You know what I mean?
Parking the bus is you don't get out your own.
Every team
you know what?
does it. I've seen Chelsea do it in
You're
Europe.
going to go to a team like Man City, right? 300 million said their starting lineup cost yesterday. That's without their bench. That's without their injured players. They've got to have a team that's worth £600-700 million, right? All in all, the squad. Yeah. You've got a little team like West Ham. You know, what's our record signing? Andy Carroll, 15 million. Our squad is probably worth 100 million at most.
Yeah.
At most.
Exactly.
Yeah. You go to a team that can go and drop 60 million on a De Bruyne, who I'm going to say looked class yesterday. I can see not 60 million pounds worth, but he looked like he's a player.
Sterling is a waste of money in my opinion.
Yeah, but you know, they can go out. That's what I'm saying. If Payet goes to Man City, he's a £35 million player.
Of course,
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If Man City going for Payet, they're going 35 million. That's that's what they have to deal with at Man City, because it's just overinflated prices because they know they can afford to play it.
Yeah.
Sterling is a £25 million player.
I wouldn't even say he's that, to be honest.
No, if that.
Didn't look like.
I think, to be honest, I think we've got his number because there's twice. You know, he hasn't. Liverpool last season didn't do nothing, especially in the home game.
Do you know what? For a player of his pace and that, he never
He
seems
scored.
to
That was it.
run at people, or go one-on-one.
Because we didn't let him. It was always on them, 2 men on them all the time. Second half, it was a bit tougher. Legs were going.
It was the longest.
But they worked
45.
hard for 45 minutes.
The thing we did well was our concentration. You know, their goal was a lapse in concentration from Albion.
But you've got
That's
to
why
be.
they got in the
But
position
the
they
thing
got.
is, but Payet gave the ball away just before that.
Yeah.
When it was simple, it was a simple layoff somewhere else. He tried something and give the ball away. That's what caused the goal. Obviously, they're upset. But you can excuse that in a game against somebody that I ain't seen the stats. I don't know how many shots they had. It must have been a fucking hell of a lot.
I think in the end, 57. They had 57% possession in our third of the pitch.
You got to expect that, Man City.
I think, mind you saying that, I think we had about 12 attempts at goal. We had a few.
Well, the thing is, if you go to the second half, we were under the cosh. We still had 3 chances to go and score.
We had a big chance. I'll talk about it in a minute, but yeah, they're just bombarding us, right? And we just stood up to everything. And heroes out there yesterday, Adrian, Reedy.
Can I say something with Adrian? Right?
Tompkins.
Did anyone else think, in the first half, where he's come airing out?
Yeah, little rush of
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, what the fuck's he doing?
Yeah.
And then second half, that especially that save that he tipped over the bar.
Yeah, it was great.
These are decisions that things like that are decisions that goalkeepers have to make.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If
You know
he
what I
caught
mean?
Aguero in that first half, he'd gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it was just that. When we said before with Adrian,
Your
you
arse,
go,
yeah,
you're
your
like,
arse in
oh
your
no,
mouth,
he
and
ain't
it
having
can't.
one of them games, is he?
Thing is, like I said to you in the car on the way up, two things happened yesterday. Man City had never conceded a goal. Just like at Anfield, Liverpool never. Let's see how they react. We've never conceded a goal away from home. Let's see how we react.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was going to happen yesterday, and we stood up to both challenges.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you think, like, after the Arsenal win, everyone was like, "Oh, that's a shock result." Let me go and win at Anfield. And people are like, "Oh, Do you think, like, your Man Cities and that, and like Man United, do you think they'll still maybe underestimating us a little bit, or
No,
Not now.
They can't. They can't underestimate. Any team now will look at them 3 results and think, "Fucking hell."
City underestimated us yesterday at the start of the game.
I just don't feel.
oh, it's West Ham? Right?
No, to be fair, I just they wasn't firing, and we just played okay. We not more than okay. We played well, and I just think we've got that balance of players right.
Yeah.
I do honestly. I do think it's like you go last season. Let's be honest, right? Last season, we go from start of the season to Christmas, right? It's probably a similar record as we got now.
Yeah, well, This time last year we turned over Liverpool.
Liverpool, yeah, right. So probably a similar record. But you're playing them teams at home, yeah. To go away to Man City, Arsenal,
And Liverpool.
The result that was massive for us, was last week. because we needed to get that sort of like that sort, because you need your home, because of the two, you know, and they was poor losses. The Leicester one more forgivable because there was some decisions, but the Bournemouth one was, you know, you're 2-0 down, you get back into the game and then concede another two. You know what I mean? It's unforgivable. Just players having just absolutely poor games. But that Newcastle game last week was it was the important one, because you think, right, you've gone away, you've got two decent results away from home, really good results away from home. It's the home form that's going to keep us there or thereabouts in the runs. You know what I mean? You know, you're not going to expect to be going everywhere and winning. You know what I mean? You can't. Nobody does. No, you know, not even the Man Uniteds and Man Cities and you know, Chelsea's of this world. They can't go to be looking at away games and thinking, right, I'm going to win, because you don't know what team are going to turn up on a day. So the home form is the important one, and that's why next week now, the Norwich game.
It's massive.
Got to win it.
Huge.
Massive.
And I think after the next two, I think you've got Norwich and then Sunderland.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
I think after them two, I think we can start making a judgment at about where we should be aiming to finish. Because I think if you win them two, I think the sky's the limit. I'm not saying champion.
No,
I'm not even saying Champions League, but
maybe pushing for
West Ham should be aiming for top 6.
At the end of the day, we should be looking 8 to 6, right, and having a cup run. And I don't think we'll go for the League Cup. I think
FA Cup.
I think Tuesday it'll be a weakened side. If we get beat, we get beat. We're not worried about
when
it.
you think our weakened side now will be a decent side.
Yeah, you are. But I think they'll look at it that if we get knocked out of that, it's not a major issue. But let's get to Christmas, get them 40 points or as close to the 40, you know, where we can, and then push.
I'll tell you
go
what,
for the FA Cup.
a good problem is for Slav now. Is you can field a weakened team and have a chance, because we've got them sort of players now. But you think about what we've got. You know what we had out yesterday. Zarate was he on the bench?
On the bench,
yeah. Right, okay. Valencia.
Yeah.
Song.
Kuyate, Song.
Yeah.
Not a fully fit Andy Carroll yet.
No.
Ogbonna. Yeah. 5 players that on their day would walk into our first team.
Course,
yeah.
of course.
They're going to be 5 first team starters. That's another. You know, 5 players in a squad of how many we've got is massive. It's huge.
Yeah.
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 And that's without Zarate and Oxford and people who are on the brink of breaking in the first team. So Jelavic that come on yesterday, he's not going to be in contention. Let's be fair. When them players come back, he's going to be sort of like.
I think he'll probably start Tuesday.
yeah. And I think Randolph will start on Tuesday as well.
I think Carroll will probably get an half.
I won't bother.
To be fair, again,
I won't risk him.
If it was me, I'd give him 20 minutes at the end of the game.
Try and save him for it.
I think with the subs Bilic made, Antonio, I thought it was a bit too big a game for him to come on. It weren't the sort of game. He's that type of attacking player you want to get on the ball.
You're not going to see the best of him.
No, it needed to be done.
You can't judge him for that.
No.
You can't judge. Jelavic to me looks slow. And I thought, God, he looks rubbish. But you can't judge him on that when you're, getting pinned back away from home. And he said to me yesterday. 2 seconds ago. He said to me yesterday about Carroll. He said, "I wonder why I didn't bring him on." I just said, "Because we're pinned back and knowing Andy Carroll, But that's the difference this season. Like in the 2 games he's had Carroll available, and let's be fair. In Allardyce fitness terms, he would have been available since Arsenal.
Yeah. Probably would have had him on the bench.
He's got 5 minutes in them 2 games. Yesterday, that's where the difference between him and Allardyce. Allardyce would have chucked him on to think, let's get him holding up that.
Allardyce would have started him.
Yeah, maybe.
The thing between us this year and last year is that second half would have been 90 minutes. Under Allardyce, we would have defended like that for 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And run Andy Carroll into the ground, he probably would have got injured again.
Yeah.
That's the difference. But with Jelavic coming on, I think it was right to bring Jelavic on over Carroll because he ain't as big and as ain't as strong, but when Jelavic has to hold the ball up and when he's on his game, he can. And if he's going to do it for anyone, he's going to do it for Spillage.
Thing is,
Played under him for Croatia.
with our players as well yesterday, they all looked like they work for each other.
Yeah.
You know, they cover each other when someone's out of position.
Yeah.
But that's
You know?
that's another difference between like this season and last season. Like we're all sitting here saying Pint had an average game. How many West Ham teams have you seen? We've had a star player, we've had one standout player, right? And he ain't had a game, and you get turned over because the others just ain't capable of stepping up to the plate. Yeah, we had it with Di Canio. You know, sometimes when he
Tevez.
Tevez,
Yeah, when they didn't
when they didn't want to play, Scotty Parker.
Yeah.
More recently,
Joey O'Brien.
more recently, Andy Carroll.
Yeah.
Well, in the season before then, you know, them players don't turn up or they're not playing. You know. And people ain't capable of stepping up. I think that's what we've got in West Ham now. We've got you know,
someone else will
like
step up.
we've just like last season. I thought we was lucky with our signings. Yeah, with sort of like
Sacco,
Valencia, all sort of hitting the ground running at one time. Yeah, but I think although we've made like smart signings and Jenks and Cresswell in that category as well, but although we've made smart signings that have come in and done well, you know, like. I'm going to class Zarate as a new signing because he come back like a revitalised character.
Yeah.
He'd been working for the team, but you know who did we have in? Who did we sign in the summer? You know, you had Jenks back in, but someone like Lanzini, I was expecting him to be fringe
Squad player.
Yeah, I was expecting him to be fringe, just someone to fill the numbers. But to have, you know, all your players coming in, you know, you've got Moses now who's playing very well. But to have someone like Lanzini who's come in on the fringe and sort of become that sort of breakout player and giving.
He's 19 years old as well.
Well, I don't know what he is.
I don't think he was signed expecting to hit the ground.
Same with Obiang yesterday. I thought he might have been a bit overshadowed, but I thought he played really well.
He said he
broke up, he dealt, and he was in there with Yaya Toure as well
for the goal, right? But apart from that. You know, I thought he was
the
quite
difference
solid.
is with West Ham this season and the last 2 or 3 seasons is if we'd have conceded that goal before half time, we'd have lost that game 3 or 4-2 without a doubt.
I'll tell you what else is different. You know, like you were saying, it was last season we had players that would just come in if someone was injured. Now we've got a squad that you can genuinely rotate,
yeah,
and keep players fresh.
And that's what we need. Every player needs someone one in their position.
I don't care what you say, right? The players that were out yesterday, the players that didn't play, Song. We've gone through this already. Song,
Zarate,
Koyate, who's it? Valencia, Ogbonna. Yeah, them 4 injured players. Just them 4 injured players. They'd walk into 80% of Premier League teams.
Of course they would. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, there's not a lot of Premier League teams that
I was sitting there watching that yesterday, and I'm struggling to see where we're going to fit Song in the side.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm the same, but I would say he would fit into that Lanzini role.
Yeah.
Good dilemma to have, though, isn't it?
Oh, of course it is.
I don't remember this.
Great, you've got to remember when we used to look at that bench last season and the season before, and you had Joey O'Brien on there, and Colton Cole.
We said it at Liverpool after Liverpool. Look at a bench at Liverpool.
Yeah,
one senior.
I don't care what team you are, if you're Chelsea or if you're West Brom or if you're Bournemouth, you need a strong bench.
Yeah, you do.
You have to have a strong bench in the Premier League, or you're going to lose every week.
I can look at our team now, and I can look at players, and this ain't been the case in every season. You know what I mean? I can look at players that are better than the opposition. You know what I mean? Like Newcastle, they'll have a standout player like Sissoko. We've got better players than Sissoko. I think 4 or 5 of our players are better than Sissoko. You look at Sunderland. Who's their best player? Defoe, probably. Yeah. You know what I mean? Our strikers overclips them. And you look all through the Premier League, yeah? And you look at I'm not talking about the top sides because the top sides go out and pay the big money. But you look at the Leicesters, the Bournemouths, you know, match for match, we've got the better team.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
When you look at it on paper.
Yeah, but you can even say that about Spurs.
Yeah,
we've got a better squad than Spurs.
Yeah. When you look on paper, you can turn around and say, like you said, like for like, player for player, left back for left back. You know, we have got a better.
No, we've normally got 1 or 2.
Yeah,
we normally Payet would be better than 80% of the Premier League's, you know, attacking player. But then they'll have a striker like Vardy. I think we've got a striker better than Vardy in Andy Carroll, in Diafra Sakho, in Valencia. I don't rate Valencia, but you know, things like that where I think we're bitter all over the park. I'm not saying we're going to win every game, but I think if you look at our squad depth now, and we've got a couple of niggly injuries, and they're coming back soon, and then in the next month or two, we've got the big players coming back. The long-term injuries like the Song, the Valencia, and that team together. Honestly, we keep anyone fit up to January. All you've got to do is get to January.
We don't know where this season can go.
No,
it could be a memorable season.
This season could go anyway.
I think we haven't got to worry about going anywhere now. But
you win at the top. You win at, like you said, 3 out of the top 5 clubs. You're confident going anywhere. You can go Barcelona away and you'll have confidence.
I mean, the thing is, like you say, we are going to lose, of course, away games, but we've got a team now that can go and at least
give it
a go.
Yeah, now you're gonna turn up at them games thinking we're gonna give it a go today, not turn up and think it's gonna be 90 minutes of the second half yesterday.
You're not driving down the motorway for 3 hours thinking.
We was driving up there yesterday, and we both of us never said we was gonna lose. We were saying, "I'm confident we can get a point here."
Well, we were saying, we said we ain't going to lose.
I couldn't see us losing.
I knew we'd score. I knew we'd score.
I could not see us losing yesterday. It was one of them.
And you're going to Man City.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the difference.
I could see us going up to Sunderland and getting beat more than I could see.
But like I said to you before we started this show, them first 4 away games. I said to you, we're going to get 9 points out of them 3 games and lose at Sunderland. Any West Ham fan would take that. I don't care who they are, they would take that.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
You take a 1-0 loss at Sunderland, but you've got them memories of them, the Arsenal, the Liverpool, the Man Cities. We've scored 7 goals, conceded 1, and got 9 points. Yeah. This ain't real.
You know what? I woke up this morning and I thought to myself, is this real?
Was I really there?
Yeah, it's not today, is it? I weren't having a dream yesterday, because I remember once when I was about 7, I'd done that about a PlayStation, and I woke up and I looked at my PlayStation for hours and hours and hours, and my mum said, "You ain't got a fucking PlayStation. What are you talking about?" You know what I mean? Like, I just was in that mind that I had a really realistic dream, and I spent about an hour and a half looking for it. I'm like, "Mum, where's my PlayStation?" She went, "What are you talking about?"
How old are you?
I can't remember.
18?
Yeah. No, when's PlayStation? Probably about 14.
Lovely, Joe.
Did you get one in the end, though?
I must admit,
I found one.
He got a Game Boy.
I must admit, yesterday's watching that game, and I think I owe Noble a bit of an apology.
I love you.
Because he was a leader yesterday. He was a leader. That, especially towards that end.
Touch me, still.
Especially at that end when he pulled Jenkinson up off the floor.
Yeah.
To get him off the pitch so that he get Collins on. He for me, he stepped up to the plate.
The thing is with Mark Noble, when Scott Parker was there, he was overshadowed by Parker. Parker left, Noble sort of stepped up, and then Nolan come in.
I think Noble learnt a bit off of Parker.
And Nolan. He's had 2 great... even though Parker weren't officially the captain, he was really.
He was the captain, yeah.
Upson, don't worry about Upson. Yeah. But Noble was learnt off of 2 great players there, leaders. And Noble will now, he will go on to be a great captain for West Ham.
I think Nolan going has been the best thing for Noble.
There's some players, when they're given a captaincy, that it ruins them. Yeah. But there are also some that it's the making of them. You know what I mean? Because they're born to be a captain. I think in Mark Noble's world, I think when he was growing up, I think he's one of them kids that I want to be the captain of West Ham. I want to be the captain. I don't want to play for West Ham. I want to be the captain of West Ham.
I can't see Mark Noble ever playing for another club.
Not now.
I can't ever see him. Even going back 3 or 4 years ago, I said the same thing. I can never see, unless we sell him, he will never. He's a sort of person that would take a massive wage cut. If they said, right, we're having financial difficulties, we're not going to pay you for a year, he'd probably be the only player that'll stay.
Yeah. So for me, he steps up to play.
There was whispers of Stoke a couple of years ago, but I think that was because West Ham were getting above themselves.
The only time I've ever heard him wanting to leave is that the year we got relegated the first time.
I don't believe that. I'm not having that.
No, but the thing is, right?
It's all rumour, isn't it?
It's all rumour. You don't know, but at
it's
the
like
end of the day,
Defoe thing, isn't it? Same thing. Everyone, what he goes on, but behind the scenes, people that knew him know that it weren't like that.
Defoe didn't want to go. It's his mum and his agent saying to him, "No, you need to go."
Yeah, you need to leave.
And that's why.
And West Ham pushing him out.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Yeah.
West Ham push a lot of players out,
Also,
and they use
wanted
that.
the money.
They use that sort
Craig
of like,
Bellamy.
Yeah.
They'll say to someone like Jermaine Defoe, yeah, we're going to say it was your fault because you're going to come back. You're going to get one game booed. If we turn around and say we're selling you and we need to sell you,
We're screwed.
We're screwed. Yeah, we're going to get
They
a
done it
revolt.
with McCartney, didn't they?
Cole was one as well.
Yeah. McCartney, when he left the first time, they turned around and said he wanted to go.
To be honest, Scott, I wasn't upset with
No, that's what I'm saying. But he turned around and said, "But I didn't on it."
No.
And said,
David
Bellamy-
James was the same.
Yeah,
When
Bellamy
he
never
went to
wanted to
City.
go. West Ham wanted to sell him because they wanted the money.
Always,
But anyway.
Bellamy said like he always loved his time at West Ham.
Great
He loved the
victory.
fans.
Second in the league. Sit back, smoke cigars.
Drink a bit of brandy.
So let's go on. What can we do now? Next week, what do we need to?
Well, we need a win.
Gee.
I was thinking of kicking one of the other sides out of the Champions League. We'll go play a Champions League game for them because we're as good as Juventus at the minute.
I think that
Arsenal,
Norwich to me at home is going to be harder than City away, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
We're going to have to play.
I think
It's
because
gonna be
everyone's
expected.
expecting
Yeah, it's gonna
a
be
3 or 4 nil
expected,
win,
yeah.
and Norwich ain't no pushovers.
No.
But I think we will get a good win next week.
I think we'll beat Norwich. I think we'll beat Norwich, but
2-0?
it's not going to be easy.
2-0 again? Little 2-0.
I think they'll score.
No, I think more. I could see 3 or 4 nil next week. Honestly, I think West Ham are going to be so buzzing. The crowd, it's sold out. It's sold out a week. When would you ever know West Ham at home to Norwich to be sold out a week and a half before the game? When I got my
Strange,
email
mate.
saying ticket trail, sold out.
Norwich have been playing quite well.
Yeah, no, they have.
So
But
it won't be,
so have
won't be a
we.
pushover.
No, it won't. No
But
games.
we're
No
gonna have
games
to
a
play a completely
pushover.
different way.
But I just
Right.
fancy us to go.
Oh yeah, I think we will
I
win.
fancy
don't
a
think
3.
it'll be
I'm 3-0 win. I'm saying it now.
Well,
So
2-1.
I'll say 2-1. But I think.
What you two like? What you do previews and you both say the same scores?
All right, then 3-1.
Well done, Graham.
I'm going to say 2-0, same as last week. I'm going to say a comfortable, comfortable. I'm going to say a comfortable 2-0 victory.
So long as their heads are switched on and they don't let this win go to their head, they'll be fine. I don't think we'll lose.
Do you know what? I'm smiling, man. And do you know what? I'm smiling, and we're sitting in second in the league, and we've lost at home to Leicester and Bournemouth. You know what I mean?
I mean, with them two wins there, we could have been top. But I'll take second place. I'm not being
We're
greedy.
going to win the league. We're going to win the league. Are you going to believe us? We're going to win the league.
And we had all the fan videos after, didn't we?
Yeah, some of them went a bit fucking.
Yeah, someone jumped on the call again. We're going to have to get a wireless one for them.
Yeah, I think
fan
so,
ones
yeah.
because everyone goes a bit nutty. And as much as we love them,
To
So-
be
so
fair,
our equipment.
you've travelled all the way out there, people got a right to go nutty, mate.
Yeah, of course.
Getting them victories,
oh yeah,
mate.
cool. So I love it.
Yeah.
I was in the middle
if
of
they'd
it.
have stamped all over your camera, yeah, the camera that you own that we use to film the videos, I'd have just chucked on the floor and started going
They could
a little
have
jiggle around
dragged me
it.
in the middle and kicked the shit out of me. I'd have still been on the irons. That was
mate,
great.
mate, mine is-
Met a few nice people out there, didn't we? I can't remember the geezer's name, the one that had the broken leg, but he loves this show.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a legend, mate. I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
Met so many people yesterday.
My Man U fan texted me yesterday. He went, "You going for the title?" Wow, looks like it.
Might as well, because you lot ain't. You know what I mean? But
Exactly.
should we leave it there? It's 35 minutes.
Yeah, man of the match.
Reed.
What do you think?
Read.
Yeah.
What about your best victory out of the 3?
The best what?
The best victory out of the 3 wins?
Mine's Liverpool.
Mine's Arsenal.
Mine's Liverpool.
For me, Arsenal is because no one give us hope.
Yeah.
And no one give us hope at Arsenal, and everyone was saying 4 or 5-0. And I think opening day, it was the fan videos after, all the crowd. That was my favourite win. The one at Anfield was, and I think because I weren't at Anfield, I think for me, the Arsenal one
Arsenal.
Like,
was
I'd say
me.
Anfield for me because of the history of it. Like, and went up there for 52 and the way we went up there and won.
Yeah, I'll just
Yeah,
think.
no, I'm not dismissing it as a great victory, but for me personally, the Arsenal one was one of my favourite
Liverpool
out of the 3.
won because we just took them apart on the day. I mean, took them apart.
Yeah. Yeah.
been
But
four.
yeah, we totally.
Oh,
We could have smashed them.
back to the Man City game. Although they had them chances, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to say this. We had a chance. Sacco missed
Sacco.
one. Bloody hell! How did he miss that?
It was hard. He had to react quick because Hart was down on him. Was it one where he ran through?
Yeah, and he sort of done some little like
Well, he
fucking
had to-
knob end flick, Hawkins flick.
But he
Yeah,
had to- he
yeah,
had to
Hawkins.
react.
down.
Hart- By the time he got to the ball, Hart was there. So if he had tried, for me, I think he should have took a touch and took it the other way.
Around him, yeah.
Well, not let Hart take him down because
Yeah.
Hart was committed. and all he had to do was, if he had just knocked it, Arts took him out. It's penalty, and Arts walking.
Yeah.
You know, but he's tried to go for goal, and it wasn't that far wide.
No, no, for a while. It didn't go off, did it?
Oh no, it didn't. Fuck, sorry, yeah.
You was on watching on Sky and all. He was crammed in the corner.
It didn't go off.
No, but
Man City fans
he
in the corner.
had to react quickly.
All right. Has anyone seen any news in the week? You seen anything?
Yeah, I think refugees are trying to come. Nah, there's nothing really. I hate the transfer window being.
Hold on, wait. I've got an iPad over here.
Anyone see the video of Pint folding clothes in a clothes store?
Oh yeah. He looks like someone who works in Sports Direct now.
That's a fine.
And what about the old what's it, Kiate in the changing room?
Right,
The
you on
music.
WhatsApp?
Yeah.
Kiate in the changing room.
But that's good to see that's being put out there by the players.
Not when 2 minutes earlier he had an ice pack on his knee and he missed the City
Well,
game.
he had the ice pack in his ankle.
Let me mention this right before we go on. Yeah, to this news. What I can see about this news. Did anyone see the video last week with Sacco? Not Sacco. Kiete dancing to the African music.
Yeah. What we were just talking about.
That's what we were talking
That's what I
about.
was just dancing to.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was over
No,
there.
back over there.
he had the ice pack on his ankle.
Yeah, but he missed the game.
Yeah.
He was dancing around like a fucking idiot.
No, he got injured.
Oh, he weren't that, did he? He had some
He was
moves there, man.
Yeah,
he used to bust them out in O'Neill's, man, a couple of years
I
ago.
wish I could bust it.
No, he got injured in training on
No,
Friday.
he didn't. He said he said the other day that he didn't recover from the knock from
No,
Newcastle.
they said on Sky yesterday. He said it was training
right.
injury.
Brown out.
Um,
The other thing with Bilic, though, right? Bilic, we're going back to his honesty. He turned around and said the substitution of Antonio. He turned around and said Payet was playing out on the left and Creswell was getting overrun. So they took Lanzini off and put Antonio on the left to keep Creswell from back up.
I like Bilic.
Which again is an honest.
I mean, talking about Bilic, I mean, when we go back to when he was first appointed, or when he was rumours he was appointed, he wasn't my first choice.
No, he wasn't. I don't think he was any of our
I'm
first
glad he's our manager now.
Well,
I love him.
Yeah, seeing what he does,
I like his substitution because he doesn't just make a substitution for
the sake.
He reacts to what's going on.
Do you know what I like about his substitution? You can't predict them. Last season you sit there, well, Kevin Owens on the bench, he'll come on, then Cicero will come on, then this player will come on.
there is literally fuck all happens.
No, there's no news, is there? I mean, what can we talk about? There's nothing.
No news is good news.
No news is good news. That's right.
What's your thoughts on like Phil hiding Cafe in EastEnders? The EastEnders.
I don't know for.
I don't know. I'm joking.
What do you mean I didn't? Like hide and seek?
Yeah, well, she's been dead 15 years. You don't understand.
I don't
Who
watch
shot JR?
All right, we'll leave it there then. All right, thanks very much for tuning in to this edition. Thanks very much for tuning in to this edition of Post Match Pint. Shit, what do I normally say? I forgot.
Come on, you want?
No,
Follow us on Twitter, Instagram.
follow us on
like
Twitter.
us on Facebook.
like us on Facebook.
Check out the website.
Check out the website.
Periscope.
Periscope, www.westhamfan.tv is our website.
All the videos.
Facebook.com/westhamfantv. At westhamfantv. Lushentans. West_ham_. I don't know if you have to do that on Instagram. I don't really understand Instagram. I've got about 4 videos on
I'm
there.
sure you just search on
I don't know.
Instagram
I still
saying
use
West Ham
multi-
Yeah, West Ham Fan TV on Instagram. We'll be back for Norwich.
Leicester.
Yes.
Bless
No,
you.
we're not going to Leicester.
No,
PMP
unfortunately.
No,
PMP for Leicester.
I don't know what you heard about me. I just want to
Maybe.
PAMP.
I don't know.
We'll either be back in a week or back on Sunday.
Yeah,
Watch out for these two's review video for the
they're going to do a
game.
review video for the Leicester game. We might watch the game together if we can all get together at one point. Yeah.
Football
Post-match Pint, friends.
It was like watching a game together.
Can't you throw on another barbecue and get some eaters?
Oh.
See what we can do.
Who bit my burger?
Right, that's definitely a post-match pint going on for Leicester then, because if he's having a barbecue, I'm there, mate. Yeah, the best steak ever. Last time I went there. Anyway, yeah, well done, mate.
Well done, great.
Touch.
Steak.
Yeah, so join us when we're back on. I don't know when we're going to be back on, but join us when we're back on. Watch out for the videos. Me and Graham are just about to do a video now, arguing about something.
Let's go have Royal Rumble.
You're going to have Royal Rumble, yeah. And
Then I'm going to come down and hit you with a steel chair.
one thing to say.
Come on, you
Come on, you irons.